Alright guys, like I said in a previous video, part 1, I guess this can be part 2, and I'll do more for this part 2 as well. Had a quick 15 minutes to get to the farm, shoot on my lunch break at work. So, started off at 10, way high. Obviously it's a new setup, new everything, so that arrow's in a brush pile that I'll get out later. I don't feel like done with it today. But so I adjusted it again, hit better, backed up to 15, touch high, adjusted that again, back to 20, driving tacks. All I wanted to do today is just get some shots under my belt with it, get it sighted in at 20, only 20. I'm going to do a string test, as I call it. You can do 3 yards, 7 yards, and then you can back up to 10 if you want to, but I'm going to do that hopefully this weekend, maybe beginning of next week, depending on timing. But initial thoughts, like I said, Bayer Adapt THP version, very, very smooth. Probably, I haven't shot a big, huge variety of bows from year to year. I shot just about every bow out there, just in different years, different models. So far, of all the bows I've shot, this is by far the smoothest drawing bow. It doesn't pull me at all. I shoot 70 pounds, which is nothing crazy, but that's what most people shoot, between 60 and 70. So sorry if you can't hear me. Wind's insane today. But also forgot my tripod. I don't know if I said that, so my phone's just chilling on a Olani energy drink. But super smooth drawback. The flight seems to be perfect so far. It might have a little twirl in it, which I should be able to fix with the alignment of the string test. And then again, B&B Archery Shop set this up for me. Brian McFadden, perfect. Don't have to do any adjusting. Hopefully it'll stay that way. They'll train themselves and move over time after the bow gets shot more and more, so hopefully it stays right where it's at. It does have a little bit of noise, which I'm going to double check everything later this evening to make sure everything's tight like it should be. I did my light on my sight, which doesn't even work, but made sure it was tight. It is a little noisy, but I don't have anything on it, just these right here. I don't have any string silencers on it yet or anything, which I'm gonna get some from Kagan hopefully this weekend, get them put on. It should help. But yeah, so far 10 out of 10. Couldn't ask for a better shooting bow or feeling bow in my hands. All right guys, Matt here, Whitetail Rampage. About to go hunting. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore here in Kentucky, but I wanted to come back to you guys with a part 2 of the Bayer Adapt THP version. So, boom. I did a first glance review. So I got one arrow. Well, I got more, but they are set up to for tonight's hunt, and I'm not taking the broadheads off because I just finished tuning them and sharpening them. So y'all probably won't be able to see the shot. I'll do one from back here so you can hear the sound of the bow. This is with no string silencers on it, period. So 25 yards, one shot. Everybody knows the rules. Thank you. You have to ignore the target because she's been pretty abused. We're on our last side, but 25 is right there. So now I'm gonna get real crazy and shoot right over top of my phone so y'all can see the arrow come through. Maybe. Kagan is actually shooting the THP arrows. Lucky. Still not a great shot, but literally to hit bullseye, I would have like an inch of playroom above my phone, and I'm not that ballsy. So a couple different angles for you. So again, there were just a couple shots from the Bear THP Adapt. I'm not perfectly sighted in, but I'm perfectly fine to hunt with. I'm like a ½ inch high at 20, and I think the exact same at 30. Be a quick adjustment, which I'll make. Not today though. Heading out hunting. Don't want to maybe bump something completely off and then take too much time trying to fix it. So, but yeah, I've had this bow for a couple weeks now. I've probably shot roughly 100 arrows through it. It only took about 5 to get it to where it's at now. B&B archery shot, which I've mentioned before. He had it paper here. He paper tuned it for me, so didn't have to worry about anything. My arrows are flying perfect. Shot my broadheads just a little bit ago before I went live, or started the video. Not tuned them, and that's where let the bow down. Not tuned them, so we shoot I Love Broadheads, which I still have to sharpen these before I go down there. But they have a new 2-blade fixed blade this year, and also you can put a bleeder blade right here to make it a 4-blade as well. I'm shooting them 2-blade for the time being because I haven't had time to mess around with the 4-blade. I shot the 4-blade test sample last year, killed a doe with it. But yeah, so I had to knock tune all of them, and that's pretty much, if you can tell. So my arrow, it'll go like this on the string, which I know most of you is like, oh, your off color should be up, the other ones should be down low. That's how they are when I shoot my field points and all that. But I knock tune these broadheads, and they fly the best when they're perfectly straight. So I have some that are like this, to where my off color is one of the ones on the bottom. Then I have another one where it's perfect. But yeah, so gotta sharpen them. But just wanted to show you all a couple shots from the Adapt. I have no string silencers on it at all. I will be putting some on it probably Thursday. Me and Kagan are fortunate enough to have buddy Mason DeMio, might be slaughtering his last name. He's got a family farm up north in northern Kentucky. Obviously not going to tell you exactly where. Almost did, but not going to. And we're going out with him Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday morning. Farm looks like it has some good deer on it. Super excited. I'll leave you with one message, and I think only one person might understand it. But first of all, before that, remember to shoot what makes you happy, guys. Meat in the freezer is better than nothing. It's awesome. Feeds families, friends. But last message is for co-owner Kagan. He might be the only one that understands it, unless you watch our channel frequently, then you might. But y'all have a good one.